Peace be with you and welcome to Spiritual Court. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning back, welcome back. Come on in. Hopefully, everybody is doing good and feeling well, grounded, and well rounded. Getting to your 3D affairs by way of adhering to your spiritual gifts and also protecting your astral body by way of spiritually your connection to the ethers, the galaxy, the universe, the multiverse, and last but never the least of any of what I've mentioned, the divine creator of all things that goes by many names and many times and many lands. Some people say Allah, some people say Olodumare, some people say Jah. Listen, Rastafari. Come on in, y'all. I love y'all. Let's see what's going on as we open up these apostolic realms and prophetic realms. I ask that the angels in the earth protect me. I ask that the angels of the wind protect me, the angels of the water protect me. Fire on north, south, east, and west of this planetary system that we call planet Earth. Oh, Mother Earth, Planet Kai. That's what I just heard. Holy Spirit, what's going on? What is it that we need to be made aware of by way of truth and clarity? Inferior lifestyle. Okay. Untrustworthy, cheap, trashy, low quality, fraud, a knockoff. So somebody's living beyond their means, possibly to try to prove a point. It's a clout chaser. That's so unhealthy. That's unfortunate. It's giving inauthentic. It's giving somebody really gives a damn. In fact, they have a lot of dams to give as it relates to people that, are focused in on what they have. They care about what people think. Copycat, fraud. So somebody is going broke trying to copy you. Is that what this is about? Living outside of their means. Emergency in the reverse. Okay. So what's going on here? 911 calls, altercation, hospital, accident, help. Okay. So somebody could have landed themselves in the hospital. I wonder if this is the same person, a clout chasing person living an inferior lifestyle. That's unfortunate. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me. I gotta repair this drawer. There we go. Yes. Okay. So there's a lot going on. 911 altercations. This could be some form of domestic disturbance as well with the 911 call altercation. Hopefully, it didn't land anybody in the hospital. That's crazy. I feel like I need to protect my energy. Co-parenting situation. Well, let's just see what comes out, okay? Shout out to the people that come into spiritual court just for shits and giggles and entertainment purposes. You're so tapped in. You already knew. You just came here to fill in the blanks and get clarification and confirmation. Somebody is out here on a whim. Somebody's out here on a whim. They're doing something by themselves. Solo effort, individual effort. Somebody doesn't have anybody to help them. This person could be feeling an energy of abandonment. Whoa. Spirit just says they need to remember what they did and how they ended up in this energy. That's what I just heard. Something about what they did. What did you do, ma'am, sir? What did you do here in spiritual court? Come on in, y'all. Stand up or sit down. Just make sure you can get yourself in position to be about this spiritual work. We got the Queen of Swords and the King of Wands coming up at the bottom of the deck. Fire sign and air sign energy. Okay. Clarify. I just heard somebody didn't know that you were that spiritually protected. Okay. So this is somebody that's running around and they didn't know your spiritual resume, not as if you needed them to, but this is somebody that went poking around in something. You got the wheel of fortune. So whatever you're doing, you make it look easy. Maybe you got a little bit, maybe you have more than the average person, whatever the case, you're living in alignment. Okay. So these are gifts from the universe and somebody's watching. I just heard they're eyeballing. They're eyeballing your wheel of fortune. Interesting. Somebody needs to find them something creative to do. Yeah, this person feels abandoned by you. Exiled, in fact. Huh, look at the way this person is kind of like, it looks like they're preparing to be burned at the stake type energy. It's a woe is me energy. I almost couldn't get my words out. I feel like this person could be stuttering over their say. what it is they're trying to say. You're coming up as the Nine of Pentacles, single and self-sufficient. Okay. And somebody could be presenting a lifestyle like this too. Clarify inferior lifestyle. Why do we care? Why is this here in spiritual court? The Magician in the reverse. Because this person could have tried to manipulate some type of financial situation. Magician in the reverse is like bad alchemy. It's not in alignment with anything that's decent and in order. It's bad juju. Okay. It's bad juju. Yeah, this backfired. The Magician in the reverse is a manipulator. They manipulate words and conversations, and they project and they deflect, but they never take accountability. The Ten of Wands in the reverse, somebody is doing something all by themselves, honey. Ten of Wands in the reverse is solo effort, solo dolo, holding a lot of responsibility. I feel like people left this person out in the cold because they are the drama. Ooh, child. Not to be confused with Cardi B. Am I the drama? That's what I feel. Like somebody is like, yeah, you're the drama, honey. Somebody feels abandoned by people. Yeah, look, Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. These people don't see this person as a good friend. So if there were people helping this person, they don't see it that way anymore. I just heard they've gone about their way. What's this emergency? 911 altercations? You got the Eight of Pentacles. Clarify 911 altercations in hospital. The Five of Swords. Child, somebody could have got into a fight at work. Or what is this? Five of Swords? It's like almost like having to win at all costs, sneaky and deceptive. Although you're already losing, somebody was still trying to accomplish something. Eight of Pentacles, toil and labor. They were working really hard at something. If this is not a workplace situation, it's just a random ass, somebody that you used to know. And somebody feels, stressed out, left out, exiled. I just heard cussed out. Somebody could have cursed somebody out. Damn. How do they say it in the hood? Cussed out. I'm going to cuss you out. Or maybe you might say, why are you cursing? Why are you cursing like that? And be grammatically correct. Either way, listen. Master of his own heart, King of Cups energy. This is your energy collective. You got the Wheel of Fortune, Nine of Pentacles, single, self-sufficient, grounded, practical, something that you do for work. Okay, somebody was trying to do something there. Four of Pentacles. This could have been stealing work. This could have been plagiarism. This could have been a copycat. This could have been a doppelganger. Whatever it is, somebody's sneaky as shit. There was a couple of people kind of aiding and abetting or feeding the fire here, but they have since gone asunder or they've gone away. They don't want the drama. Somebody knows this person is the drama. The Page of Wands is information. Somebody was stealing information. What's the inferior lifestyle? The Tower. Yeah, there could have been a domestic dispute, okay, with the 911 calls, altercation, and somebody could have unfortunately landed themselves in the hospital. The Tower. The Tower represents upheaval, swift action, moments of realization. There's no way that somebody can't see that they are the drama. That's what I just heard. The mask are off. Somebody's being called to see themselves. The Sun, enlightenment. The Sun represents exposure. It represents the heart chakra, Leo energy, determination, lion and lioness energy, the Five of Pentacles. I cannot make this up. This person is going through it. So Five of Pentacles, okay, the Sun, the Tower. This person feels abandoned by everybody. Whatever they've done, what's the Magician in the reverse? Don't tell me you were doing spell work. Were you doing spell work, ma'am, sir? Most people that end up in spiritual court have done some form of spell work, be it good, bad, or indifferent. This person was doing spell work. The Moon in the reverse. So this is the reason that they're currently in poverty. This is the reason that they're having one of the biggest towers, what feels like one of the worst towers of their life. Quite literally. Something backfired instantaneously. That's what I just heard. 911, altercations, hospital. Then somebody got into a fight with somebody. Clarify, you out here fighting with people. The Seven of Swords, because somebody got caught being sneaky and deceptive. Seven of Swords is a miserly energy. It's a sneaking up on you. It's a reaching around, retching around, doing something you don't have any business, being somewhere that you need to get away from there. That's not your area, shake your feet and just go about your way type ass energy. But somebody was lurking, murking, waiting, wanting, planning, plotting, scamming, I just heard, and scheming. Now they're seething. Damn, the moon in the reverse, child. Somebody got caught. Somebody definitely was doing some type of spell work. They could have been doing it over a whole bunch of people. And then all of a sudden, a tower ensued and the spell work broke, and people are seeing this person for who they are. The Five of Pentacles, they feel abandoned. They could be suffering financially. They could have something going on at work. Okay, they could have stolen from work. Boy, trying to keep up with that inferior lifestyle. I can't make it up. The Ten of Cups. This is somebody that's competing with your Ten of Cups, competing where they don't compare. This is what happens when you look over into somebody's yard a little too deep and you're not concerned about your own lawn. This is what happens. Like, I don't recommend that you do that. Somebody was lurking, peeking. You know, it's a peeping Tom energy. The Four of Swords. Yeah, I can't make this up. Something has to be laid down and put to rest. So the Tower and the Four of Swords over this magic. What is this? The Five of Wands. Oh, this is conflict magic. This is the worst kind of magic to send to a light worker, because there's a 99.9% chance that a light worker is going to transmute it and turn it into something good. But once that energy is gone, once you send all that nasty energy out and the unclean spirits have been casted out and the earth has taken the orders, 11:33 on the timer, you pretty much are up shit's creek without a baby wipe, sanitizer, a bodega, whatever you want to call it. 11:44 on the timer. Somebody should not have come for you. You're very important to this natural world. You're very important in the spirit realm. You are not to be touched. Touch not my anointed, my prophets, my messengers, my healers, says the Most High God. For these are my chosen ones, for they carry my spirit. Look at the fruit that they bear. I'm telling you, somebody was reaching around, reaching around, and your whole resume popped out. The universe was like, hold up, let me show you something. This one right here, yeah, no, you just took the bait. You about to get mollywopped by the mother freaking universe, man. Ten of Cups, man. Somebody was trying to keep up with you. Five of Wands. They did conflict magic. This could have been some type of, vampiristic, succubus, incubus harvesting technique to get your energy, to get your ideas, whatever this is. Somebody could have been, with the Eight of Pentacles, they could have been going to, yeah, look, I can't make this up. Somebody wanted to be in an entanglement. They wanted an entanglement. They did this intentionally. They did this consistently. This is spell work, honey. The Magician and the Three of Swords in the reverse. Now, you know that your heart has to be in alignment by way of your heart and brain coherence. It has to be in divine alignment so that you manifest the desires of your heart. Your heart absolutely has its own mind, its own soul, its own eyes. What the heart sees absolutely holds matter. And then you make a conscious decision, okay, to get into the King and Queen of Swords and basically make a head over heart decision based on left and right brain coherence, communication. Then you're connected to the ethers. Somebody wanted to scramble, maybe even disconnect or intercept, or maybe just be on three-way with your connection with the universe and whatever you're manifesting. Somebody tried to bind themselves to your heart's desires. This is why this shit is backfiring. Okay. Again, let's just recap. Somebody was doing this so that they could maintain an inferior lifestyle, even if it was low quality, as long as it was, an illusion that the average person would fall for. They were okay with that work. They were okay with getting the attention on that. Somebody is definitely a people pleaser. However, they went above and beyond when they stole the Seven of Swords. Somebody got caught in the act and people walked away from this person. This is spiritually, y'all. What's the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse with the Magician in the reverse? And the Three of Swords in the reverse? Mercury retrograde. You got the Six of Cups in a reverse. These are people that you've left behind, or one person in particular. Six of Cups is Scorpio energy. It's the past. Something's coming to haunt somebody, something that they did. So whatever this misfortune is, it went full circle because somebody didn't learn their lesson, or they kept abusing their nature. Because with the Eight of Pentacles collective, Ten of Cups, and the King of Cups, you kept transmuting it with love. You kept transmuting whatever this was that somebody was consistently sending to you. You kept taking it like thank you, and you just turned it into like gratitude, happiness, peace. You're like, oh, that's hate. Oh, I'm gonna turn it into love. Oh, that's anger. I'm gonna turn it into peace. Like this chaos magic literally is an insult. It insults the intelligence of the real high priestess that's in alignment. And when I mean alignment, I mean really dedicated to source. You sit with source, you meditate. The angels talk to you. The demons come and they snitch. The demons don't want no problem. Not with this level of love. This is somebody that's high ranked in the spirit realm, and somebody forgot to dot all their I's and cross all their T's. Now they're getting their T's and I's dotted and crossed by the universe by way of a tower. And that's a fact. You can bet your bottom dollar on that. I can't make it up. The Nine of Swords. I can't make it up. Oh, I feel like the motto for the universe is like if the universe was a saying, it would be it is what it is. And that's just what it is. And that'll teach them. The universe is a teacher. There's so many intergalactic cosmic realms crisscrossing and applesaucing, celebrating the collective. And somebody comes in and they want to tinkle on your party with the piss poor attitude to the highest point of festivity. That'll teach them. This is what the universe is saying. Nine of Swords. Into the dark night of the soul you go. Because in spiritual court, the record shows collective keeps transmuting the energy with love. How much longer were you anticipating that your chaos magic would survive or not survive? Because it appears as though there is no return to sender here. This is a collective that took it, whatever you sent, anger, binding, chaos magic, whatever evil eye energy you were sending, okay? Collective turned it into the wheel of fortune. It's like a universal lottery ticket. Not everybody's invited. You really got to go through the rites of passage. It is levels to it. The King of Cups is somebody that's mastered their own heart. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, they've walked this road alone. It's a narrow path, but it's out of dedication for the Most High. You don't want to fool with people like this. People like this, just my recommendation, okay? People like this, they sit in solitude. They're comparable to a monk. They know how to sit. They know how to meditate. They know how to go and talk to the Most High God. You remember when Yeshua HaMashiach, we know the Bible is primarily a parable, but this is a really good parable considering the circumstances. So I'm going to use it, right? But the Bible talks about Yeshua and how he knew that the time was at hand. He had already gotten a vision that Judas was going to betray him before the crow crowed how many ever times in the morning. So he tells his disciple, he says, hey, listen, can you stand here just for a little minute? I need to go up on the hill. I need to talk to my father, and I need to tap in, and I need you to stand here. Every time Yeshua would come back, the disciple had fallen asleep, right? So the enemy had put a spirit of fatigue on the man. This is somebody who wasn't disciplined. They weren't fasted. Maybe there was some type of weakness within the spirit, of violation of the spiritual law, something like that. It usually stems from guilt, okay? Most karmic shadows stem from guilt, and unforgiveness. But Jesus kept coming back and he goes, hey, can you just stand here? He's like, wake up. I just need you to stand here for 1 hour. Can you stand here for 1 hour? I just need to go pray. Every time he came back, he had fallen asleep. So the moral of the story is this. Yeshua HaMashiach knew what to do. Figuratively, literally, let the Holy Spirit translate this message for you, right? And you will receive it the way that you need to. But in reality, if to use this as a comparison, Yeshua knew what to do in the time of what appeared to be a chaotic situation. He knew to go within, consult, get in hermit, if only just for an hour. This would allow him this ability to be in alignment with the mastery of his own heart. Somebody came for somebody, honestly, that could be of Yeshua HaMashiach's bloodline or some type of prophet, apostle, ascended master. Whatever your bloodline is, you were meant to walk alone because you were going to meet people once you got there. Soul tribe. Look at the Nine of Pentacles. That's solo dolo. That's single as a Pringle. Yeah. That's like answering the call. Wheel of Fortune and destiny is guiding you. So I'm saying this because I want to lay it out on a mental level. For somebody to have fathomed in their mind that they could have attacked you was really a self-sabotaging, self-sacrificing, unknowingly self-sacrificing. I feel like they were too blinded with greed and jealousy and wanting to live this lifestyle and present this to other people that they couldn't even see the repercussions. They couldn't even see like the spiritual ramifications. Like, if I do this, here's what's going to happen. Because in reality, this chaos has always been their energy. They're just in it more so now than ever. Powerless. Because remember, in order to send chaos magic, you got to put a lot of energy into that. And because you didn't send it back, collective, you turned it into the Wheel of Fortune. That's like taking chaos and putting it in your right pocket, and then it just comes out your left pocket as love and light, or the Ten of Pentacles or the Ten of Cups. Like, you the real alchemist. Like, ain't nobody got time for this little, what is this? Some of y'all don't even realize that you are using more than 5% of your brain. 2222 on the timer. So whoever did this, I don't even know what this is about. Like, your destiny is clear. Your path is clear. I just heard you have the green light, the Two of Wands. You have the green light. Everything that you need is there. Just continue to give thanks and continue to do whatever this is that you're doing. This person couldn't see you in the daytime with the flashlight, collective, with high beams on. This is how in the dark this person was about who they were, let alone you, because they should have never been in the Seven of Swords energy trying to figure out what the hell was going on in your yard. It's just bad spiritual hygiene. It's bad business. It's not iwepele. It's not good character. Clarify the Six of Cups in the reverse. Something backfired. There's somebody that you were nice to. The Knight of Cups. This person could be thinking about how you were nice to them. Knight of Cups energy. You came in with a cup of love. Somebody could even say it like, dang, you really are an earth angel. If they're not saying that verbally, they're saying this to themselves. Six of Cups in the reverse. The past is haunting this person. This is like trying to steal from somebody that would give you anything. Does that make sense? You're coming in as a friend. You're like, hey, here's my cup. How you doing? Let's be friends. You're coming in kind. King of Cups energy. Okay? You don't hang out with everybody. Nine of Pentacles. You're a popular loner. When you do connect with people, though, you are genuine. And this is what you were to this person. This is what they're thinking about. So when we say that they're being haunted, Six of Cups in the reverse, okay? That's mental, that's conscious, that's spirit, that's water energy. Six of Cups in the reverse. Somebody could be thinking about just how they just weren't a good person. This person's being forced to see themselves. They are the drama. They are the chaos. Dang. Knight of Cups energy. You were nice. This is what's haunting them. This is what's haunting them. It's like literally love and kindness is what's killing them. Literally, y'all. And sometimes you got to kill off a version of yourself. You need to be delivered. This person is given unclean spirit. Clarify unclean spirit. Yeah, this is like an unclean spirit. The Four of Cups in the reverse. This is somebody that you no longer have a soul tie with or a soul contract. You fulfilled this contract, collective, and you did it with love. Look at all the love there. Look at all the patience. Nine of Pentacles, that's patience. Eight of Pentacles, that's slow and steady. Toil and labor. You were patient. You kept treating this attack with love. Two of Wands, and you just kept moving forward. Look at the way you're strategically deciding how you want to travel by way of your spiritual contract, your destination. That's what I just heard. Where you going next? You're in alignment with Source. You got spiritual contracts. You're like, I gotta go. Knight of Wands energy. I gotta go. This is like passionately being in pursuit of your destiny. You kept treating this with love. And now somebody has to sit in. I just heard the fire. Yeah, man. Talk about paying the piper, man. You got the world. It's over. New cycles have begun. I mean, there's no more opportunities to do this. Somebody has to, like, literally, they're attached to what they sent out, but they have no power. That's the Tower. They're in the Five of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, mentally in distress. Somebody may not be sleeping at night. And they know that you know. With the Seven of Swords and the Sun, the fact, let me tell you what's really like torturing this person. I'm just going to be honest. What I hear tormenting them about the past is that you know what they did. And you're still in the King of Cups towards them. You're still in the Ten of Cups towards them. You're still like patient with this energy. So now what's really driving this person crazy in the Nine of Swords and why they're overthinking is they're wondering if you knew all along. Damn. Plot twist. Welcome to Spiritual Court TV. Like, listen, where everything's on the table, we see truth and clarity. We see by way of the law of truth and clarity. The Fool, the Three of Pentacles, you left. And you're in healthy connections. You're not alone, but you're a loner, right? It's like that. You're very selective. If somebody sees you hanging out with somebody at this point, it's somebody that you feel you're worthy of, and you feel like they're worthy of you. This is like, I'm not just hanging out with anybody because I don't want to be alone type ass energy. No, you're very selective, and somebody knows that. Four of Cups in the reverse. Damn right they do. This person can't even attempt to even like drum up the thoughts to come towards you to say anything because they know that you know everything they did. The Magician in the reverse. There's a slight destiny, envy here. Like somebody could have wanted your destiny, but it's unfortunate. They should have wanted better for themselves. Yeah. You literally alchemized this. You literally took whatever this was and you turned it into something better. You turned it into the sun. That's what I just heard. Oh, what a joy. What a joy. What a joy. You took all the chaos magic and you turned it into the sun, man. I love my Soul Tribe family. I love y'all so much. I promise I do. I'm so glad to be connected to all of my beautiful hermanas and my hermanos, the Rainbow Coalition, high frequency people working the planet, walking the planet, the Ascended Masters. I am eternally grateful. You literally took all of it. But I feel like there's this energy with the King of Cups that you could have even felt as though you were helping this person be delivered from their demons. That's what I feel. Because had you returned this to sender, oh my God, it would have taken this person out. Somebody sent out what they can't afford to get back. Reaping what you sow, but you're already spiritually bankrupt. You can't even afford, like, had you done a return to sender? I feel like you saw this as an opportunity to get into the water energy. The water energy is like, it's deep, it's compassionate, it's cleansing. It's like drowning, honestly. You could have just loved this person to death. And we mean that quite literally. Love them to death. Meaning there's too much light here with the sun, meaning things are illuminated, meaning they need to see themselves. They need to find a mirror. It's time for them to go through a death, a transformation. And the Most High God, creator of all things, willing that they will resurrect until somebody new that knows, don't ever do this again. Now, if they continue to stay in this competitive energy, trying to snake you out and stop your new beginnings, and listen, they're going to get hurt, man, because you got pure love over here, collective. Congratulations. You literally got love. Even what you hate is out of love. It's like that. And hate is a very strong word, but even what you hate, it's like you hate that which defiles the earth. It's disrespectful. You're like, let me just alchemize this because you don't even know what the hell you're getting into. And I already see that if you keep trying to send me that energy, it's going to hit you in a way that you may not even recover. You need to tread lightly. You're walking on thin ice. You need to be a little bit more careful. You see, collective, Two of Pentacles. Look at the way you're riding that wave, balancing that out. You took it, you said, give me the energy because you're not doing nothing with it. Just give it here, okay? Now somebody's sitting up depleted in the Five of Cups. They feel like everybody's abandoned them. Well, yes, it's true. They have, because now they know that you've been doing spell work on everybody around you. And even the people that are not around you, the Five of Cups, this person's in a deep-seated depression. Sometimes being depressed, being anxious, feeling as though God has abandoned you is a good place to be. That'll teach you. I'm telling you, the universe is not playing. That'll teach you. Because what happens here is when collective decides not to really address the issue, meaning engage in spiritual warfare and trivial pursuits like this, they can't get nobody nothing, and you transmute it into love, the universe then picks up the signal. And the universe says, we have to intercede on behalf of the divine. Because collective has already treated this with love and surrendered it. And not only that, actually did you a solid. Casted out all them unclean spirits and then took all that nasty energy and turned it into something good. You better take that little lesson and move along. Toodaloo. This person didn't want to toodaloo. They didn't want to walk away. They didn't want to give up. They just had to have it. Not only is this an inferior lifestyle, it's an inferior personality, man. Somebody was playing themselves as a second fiddle. Should have went and played a game of pity pat. Do they still play pity pat? Yeah, somebody should have took that lesson, because now that the universe has answered, the universe is saying tower, because that is universal balance. Tower. The Page of Cups. Now somebody wants to apologize. It's all like it's over. There's nothing more that needs to be said. Although a lot has been said in spiritual court, the world, it's over. Page of Cups. Somebody's always felt inferior to you. Jealous. How do you figure this out? How do you do this? How did you know it was me? The Sun. It's the embarrassment that's really like dragging them to and fro. It's the guilt. It's the Six of Cups, because look how you're coming in as a Knight of Cups. Wow. Individual effort. Yeah, I can't make this up. King of Pentacles energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. You're in this winning energy and you call down judgment. I can't make this up. You got the King of Pentacles and you got judgment. It was something about your stability. It was something about the universe making something fair for you. Judgment. Wow. I just heard upheaval. Something was uprooted. Somebody got into it too. The Page of Pentacles in a reverse and the police came. This could have been involving a child. Whoa. So the card says 911 calls, altercation, hospital, accident, help. Okay. Somebody could have had a child endangerment situation. CPS could have been called. Page of Pentacles in a reverse. Y'all, let me just be real. Commercial break. This is all spell work that backfire. Now somebody's house is in chaos. They could be arguing with people. They could be agitated. This is what happens when dark ass magic backfires. And what I mean by backfire, collective, you already took this energy and turned it into something else, and somebody thought they were going to do it again, which means what? The energy never left their home. This is the way the universe says tower on that ass. This is the way that the universe is saying this needs to be balanced out. So let's just say they did some type of spell work. It never left them. It never left their side. One, they've been deranked, okay, or depowered or unplugged or whatever. They don't even have, everything is earthbound for this person right now. So their earthly experience is really feeling it. Earthbound, even the curses, the evil eye is earthbound. It has to fall away. This is the kind of evil that absolutely does not hold any weight. It just doesn't. The universe is saying it doesn't make sense. Not towards the people that this person has tried to inflict with this nasty, chaotic ass energy. You got the Chariot and you got the Page of Pentacles. Somebody could have gotten a child taken away. Page is a child, a young child at that. Or children. The Chariot is given like, you know, welfare check, police intervention, the Chariot. Yeah. This is chaos magic. This is all chaos magic. All chaos magic. I can't make it up. 5 of Cups. Somebody's heavily in regret. So what happens when you play around and you dance with the devil? You end up disturbing spirits that you have no business. These spirits are not here for play. They will rock and roll your whole damn life and wreck your life up over a chosen one who has come to show love in the earth. Don't get it twisted. We are of love and enlightenment, insight, understanding, outer realms, inner realms, dimensionally. We are all about that, yes. But don't get it twisted. These spirits will fuck you up royally over the collective. 3733. The first warning is when you decide that you drum up this nasty ass energy, or you do some dark magic, or you're wishing ill will, or just whatever it is, and you toss that towards collective's way and we transmute it with love, that's the first warning. The second time you do it, we're still going to transmute it with love. The third time, the fourth time, the fifth time, and then all you're going to do is deplete yourself of your resources, your finances. Spell work like this take money. That's a form of the scales being balanced out. Because every time you send it, we kind of know the date, the time. We know you like the moon cycles. We kind of know when you're going to do it. We've already figured that part out because you keep revealing your hand. There's no veil here. And you send it again, we just going to keep transmitting it. But when we put in a call and we tell the Most High God source and we go into meditation, we like, you know what, Spirit, listen. Hey, I'm checking in. It's me. How's that spiritual case going? Well, I came here and showed love. Thank you for granting me the patience. I give thanks for every experience. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And you're just in this love and gratitude, even still. That is a form of spiritually combating evil. Like literally, collective, we really out here killing them with love and hate. And when I mean love and hate, it's like even in our hate, there's love. You understand? That's a powerful concept. It's like, I hate that you got to be in this energy. I hate the fact that you had to stay in this chaos. I really hate chaos because from a higher standpoint, you can see how unnecessary it is. It's somebody that's like, in a cage fight with themselves, with their demons. You're Daniel in the lion's den. You minding your business. The Queen of Swords wanted to come out. That's about speaking the truth. Yeah, look, and the Queen of Cups. I can't listen to me. This is a collective's energy. This is not a weakness. This is a superpower. Water can cleanse you, or water can drown you. Water. Love, though. And it's deep love and gratitude. It's as deep as the deepest ocean. It's water energy. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancerian energy. Somebody's drowning, though, in all the love that you kept maintaining by way of your spiritual integrity to the Most High. They're drowning in your love, which means that they're being forced to get a reflection off that water, off that love, and see themselves. And they don't like that. Well, welcome to the dark night of the soul. It's a cold situation. The Three of Wands in the reverse. This person is like cornered off, y'all, by drama, towers, money issues, legal issues, the police, something with the child. When I tell you somebody's house and their whole life has been uprooted, it absolutely has. And this is a call. Again, I want to say this. This is a call from the universe, because collective, you transmuted this with love. There could have been moments where this wasn't easy, but you did it. And this is why the universe is showing up. I wouldn't wish this for anybody that wished it on me, quite literally. But this is their energy. I just heard the universe say they had more than enough time to get that shit together. Well, it's like that sometimes. Somebody could be running from some type of entity. Look at the damn entity, child. The entity is tired and this person is running, paranoid. It's a lot. Stay up out of that black magic. Yeah, look, King of Wands and the Lovers, Gemini, fire sign energy. Okay. Somebody could be a Sagittarius. That's the Nine of Wands and the Three of Cups. King of Wands, the Lovers, and the Empress. Wow. This person hates that you get attention. King of Wands, you're confident, masculine energy, Empress energy, divine feminine energy, the mother of invention. You're the star. This person didn't want you to shine. The star in the reverse, the Lovers. Somebody didn't want you to have love and to be celebrated, but it's here. It's here anyway. The Empress, Three of Cups, the Lovers, and the King of Wands. Oh, yeah. Your confidence is through the roof, collective. And you're doing it with love, which is really, really confusing and debilitating for somebody that harbors this much unnecessary resentment. This is somebody that made you a target. I feel like this is the kind of person that feels very entitled to what you have. And I feel like now that everybody's walked away, this person has to know that they're the drama. They are the common denominator. They're the common denominator. So this does conclude this case. Thank you for being here in Spiritual Court. Thank you for the likes, the loves, the hugs, the super chats, and the super love, wherever you are on this beautiful planet. I'm just glad I was able to channel this by way of truth and clarity. As we close this spiritual door, remember to call your energy back and claim it. You are protected on all timelines. Ooh, I just heard it's a multiverse. Child, somebody is trying to figure out which universe you are on. Please leave us alone. We got galactic, like, appointments right now. We got cosmic scheduling, cosmic agendas. This little 3D shit, it's like, bitch, we're floating on a rock in the middle of the galaxy. Get over it. This is not that deep. Somebody was going ham trying to live this lifestyle and be around you and be you and take what you had. And yeah, their life it's like in an uproar. It's crazy business. So I love you, collective. Thank you for allowing me to channel that message. I am eternally honored. I love you, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, peace be with you.